Alright, what up people? It's your boy Chig from Green and Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time is to review the game with Southampton versus Arsenal. And I told you guys it would not be easy. We don't have a good record at Southampton. On top of all that shit, God decided, you know what? It's going to snow today. And we were greeted with snow showers. I feel sorry for everybody who attempted to go to that game today. It would have been a mission. As soon as I saw that there was snow outside, I cancelled every single plan I had to take. I ain't left my fucking yard. Fuck that shit. So, what do I think about the game? People, you ain't going to like my opinions today. You've probably gathered that by this title. And probably by now, you probably press dislike because of my title. I'm sorry. Here's what I think. I am fucking done with Alexis Sanchez. I am done with Rant Koscielny. Right? The Rant Koscielny one is a new name, so I'm going to save that one till after. With Alexis Sanchez, I told you motherfuckers. I told you guys from the very start of the season. I said it on Twitter and got jumped on by a few people that said I was nuts. There's no way that Alexis won't give his 100%, his all. That was back in June, mind you. June of this year. I said I'll be very, very worried if we enter the season and Alexis hasn't extended a contract, because I will wonder if he will give 100%. And the reason I saw that was because I saw signs of it towards the end of last season that maybe this guy mentally is elsewhere already. Because mentally, to me, towards the end of the season last year, he switched the fuck off. And I tell you what, he hasn't switched the fuck on since this season. I don't care if he scored a goal here or there. Because when he scores a goal, people give him a pass. People think, oh, well, there you go, see? That's for you, who always criticizes him and he always does this, that. Motherfucker, he tapped a goal in. Oh, all right, he scored an absolute worldie. Cool. What the hell did he do for the previous hour before that? Fuck all. It's like today, right? He had a fantastic assist for Giroud to score and equalize, to make it 1-1, right? It was a fantastic cross. Tell me what the fuck he did the 87 minutes prior to that. And suddenly, why is he so undroppable if the man is so committed to leaving? For me, I would drop him. Because the way I see it is, what good is he serving us right now? What good is he serving us? As much as I imagine most of you watching this right now will say, oh, well, you know, Iwobi is so shit. Are you honestly telling me that the effort that Iwobi gives would be any worse than what we're seeing from Alexis right now? Really? You're not being honest with yourself if you say, yeah, trust me, I'd rather Alexis there than Iwobi. I'd rather switch on Alexis there, but his mind and his heart is elsewhere. For me, I drop him. I don't give a damn if he gave us an assist today. I drop his ass. Because to me, he's a hindrance at this point. He is an utter hindrance at this point. We are suffering because Wenger won't have the balls to drop him. And the whole kind of feeling of not dropping him is almost perpetuated by these Alexis diehards that can't bear the idea of Alexis being dropped to the bench in case for some stupid reason last minute they believe in their hearts of hearts that he's going to change their mind. Not motherfuckers. He ain't changing his mind. He ain't going. He ain't going to stay. He's not going to extend his contract. And I will happily stand by these words if I'm proved wrong and come January the 1st, he's signed a fucking extension. We know that's not going to happen. Quite frankly, I'll be surprised if he's still an Arsenal player come the end of January. Let's just stop being deluded, for fuck's sake. Oh, the man is tenacious, he's this, he's that, he's this. Do you know what? Let me tell you a quick fucking story, right? I had a damn carpet fitter that came here yesterday, right? And he turned out he was an Arsenal fan. He saw my Arsenal road sign, my Emirates Stadium road sign. He was like, "Oh, you're an Arsenal fan?" I was like, "Yeah." And we weirdly together we were watching the West Ham and Chelsea game, right? And he was like saying, "You know what? The problem is, Wenger won't drop Alexis because I tell you what, he complicates our game of play." And I'm like, exactly. For fuck's sake, exactly. I'm glad someone else has said it. Because instead of working as part of a team, this motherfucker tries to spin and take on about 8 fucking players. And some of the Alexis diehards will sit there and say, "Oh, well, that's because the rest of the players are shit around him." Really? Are they that shit? Are they really that shit? Come the fuck on, people. Alexis is not Jesus Christ. Let's calm down. For fuck's sake. For me, he ain't getting in my hopeful 11s for the rest of the season. I drop him until he's sold. Simple as that. Because to me, he's a hindrance. He is literally a hindrance right now. And as for Rant Koscielny, I've had Lee on my channel before. Lee Gunner, shout out to him if he's watching. The host of Gunner Bang. And he's gone on record a few times to say Rant Koscielny is not world class. In fact, he's gone further than that to say Rant Koscielny is not a world class defender. He's not even a good defender, right? Today, last week, to be honest, for a little while, he's shown that maybe his time is up. To me, I've never felt that Rant Koscielny is world class. I've always thought that he was a really good defender. But with Rant Koscielny, I've always said the same thing. If we've given away a penalty, 9 times out of 10 it's because of this motherfucker. I think he is a useless reader of the game. I think he is clumsy as fuck. I think the only reason that he's been a good defender in the past is because he's fast, he's mobile, and I wouldn't even necessarily say he's that strong. And you looked, and it was really interesting watching the two people. You looked at Koscielny, then you looked across, and then you saw the person that we should be having in our fucking defence, and that's Van Dijk. And don't get me wrong, Merty, to me, is also finished. But at least he fucking knows it, and he's going at the end of the season. In my opinion, and I've said this from the very get-go, I don't know why we're not phasing Merty out. Why is he even playing games? Someone like a Chambers, fuck it, someone like a Holding should have played today. Holding went into my hopeful 11 in my preview. I don't understand why he was not in this team. Would he have performed any worse than either Koscielny or Merty? They're defending, and I'll be honest, I love Monreal. I think Monreal has been our player of the season, to be perfectly honest. But he got dragged down with these two motherfuckers. Their defending for the entire first half was comical. It was comical. I have never seen us defend so badly for 45 minutes in a Southampton game. Bear in mind, we lost 4-0 2 years ago. I actually thought we defended better in that game. How the hell does that make sense? Our defending was woeful. And they dragged Monreal down with them. Monreal, who's normally very good at defending. I don't, what the fuck was happening between these three? It was terrible. Terrible. And I'm very worried. To me, on this evidence, we're making no fucking top 4. We'll be lucky to finish top 6. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. But to me, these two players are finished. We should be blooding people like Callum Chambers in, Rob Holding in. We should be looking to buy another defender in. But this is Arsene Wenger, and we know what Arsene Wenger is like. I thought this was terrible defending. The only highlight I have, there's 2 highlights. I thought Mesut Ozil played okay. To be honest, I thought he did play all right. And Giroud's good goal. And to be honest with you, and if this is just me being honest, I thought Lacazette had a shit game today. And I thought, although I wouldn't have taken him off at a point where we needed goals and you're taking off your best finisher, to me, that's the time when you take Mertesacker off and you put on someone like a Giroud. That would have made more sense to me, you know? But I did think he had a shit game today. And Giroud got himself a really good header. It was a good cross from Alexis, in spite of what I said earlier. And it was a really good finish. I thought Xhaka had a shit game today. And as soon as Jack came on, it gave us a little bit more oomph. But on this evidence, the only chance we have of getting in that Champions League is winning Europa. We may have to do a United here. We may have to refocus our priorities because the league is more or less going. And I'm not talking about no titles. I'm talking about top 4. If top 4 is important to you, can you really see us making it this year? Anyway, guys, you let me know what you think. No doubt you'll leave it in the comments below. Crush, destroy, dropkick the shit out of that like button. You know I appreciate it every time you guys do that. Hitting that like button is really important, so please make sure you do that. No doubt, if you're one of the Alexis disciples, you'll probably just hit the dislike button. You're welcome to do that too. Also, if you're listening to me for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Where you been? It's about time you got here. Hit that subscribe button for me. I appreciate it. We are trying to do something here. I've got a couple of plans in the offering. I'm going to do a couple of live shows next week. That's right, a couple of live shows. I know I owe you guys at least one. I'm going to try and see if I can get you 2 with some guests on, which I will announce on my Twitter. Which, speaking of which, if you're not on my Twitter, do follow me at Colossal Chig. The link will be in the description below. And that's it from me, people. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.